All right, my goal is to create an interactive PDF like this on a number of different subjects. What I want to do with them is to set up stations in my classroom. My students either have smartphones or I've got some iPads that I could set up stations in the classroom, and the students could choose a particular subject that they wanted to explore. And so this is a multimedia PDF. It contains pictures, it contains QR codes. A QR code is a code that is a barcode that when a student has a barcode reader on their phone, and I'll show you a couple of free ones, they can just point their phone at it and it will take them right to the video. Or if they're using the PDF file, they can click right on the link itself and go view the movie. This one's about building a dinosaur from a chicken. Anyway, these can be used in a number of different ways. For stations, for interactives as your students express interest in something. So it's a fun thing to do. So you will be doing something similar to this, but with a subject that you choose, or a resource that you choose to share with the class. Really the goal is to create something that has images and links and video and maybe audio and just use the whole spectrum of technology. So the one I am going to build is about meteorites and asteroids, and then I'll share it with you. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have the apps that the students need in order to do the QR codes. So I'm in Google and I'm going to type in free Android QR code reader, and let's see, looks like we've got a few choices here. Here's one that has a lot of stars. QR code reader, free for everyone, and it looks good. There are a bunch of them, so I downloaded this one on my Android phone. Let's go back and find one for iOS. Right. Android and iPhone. Remove the ads. I don't really want the ads. And there's a Kaspersky one. That looks good. Here's the one that I use. It scans QR code reader. And so for iPhones, there we go. There's my link to it. And I'll download that one. The next thing I'm going to do is go on YouTube and find several resources that my students can use. And here's one of them I found, a meteor strike in Russia. It's a NOVA documentary. Okay, I found 8 really fun documentaries on YouTube about meteors and asteroids, and I've copied their links here, and of course here in Google Keep that makes automatic links to each of the videos there, so I can click on this, you can see all of them there. So what I need to do now is to get the QR codes and to shorten all these links. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this link and go, well, I can just highlight it and copy it. Then I'm going to go to goo.gl, paste that link in there, and tell it to shorten the URL. And it should show me the movie right there. And I will copy that link and go into my Google Keep and paste the shortened link. So I'll then take the second one, click on Done, paste the new link, tell it I'm not a robot, shorten the URL, copy that, and paste it into the right place. I'm going to pause the video for a moment so you don't have to watch me do all of these. Okay, now I have all my shortened URLs to these videos that I want to do. So now I'm going to hunt for a way to create my QR codes. So I'm going into Google. I want to create a QR code. And let's see. QR code generator. Here's a QR code generator. Create QR codes for free. I'll try this first one and let's see what this one looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in here, create the QR code. There it is. I can download it as a JPEG image. Looks like it's going to ask me to sign up, but I can skip on that. And what that has done for me is it has brought a QR code as a zip file down, and I can unzip it, and there's my QR code for that. So I'm going to get the QR codes for the rest of the videos, and then I'll be back. Okay, I have gathered all my QR codes and numbered them so I know which one goes to which movie. And I found a cool header picture on Google that I'm going to use at the top. The tool I'm going to use is Lucid Press at lucidpress.com. And I think after you see me use it, you will want to too. Most of my students in past courses have found this and love it so much, and I think you will too. It's so easy to use. And you as a teacher get a free account. So if you click on Education here, you need your EDU address. And now you have an ag email address. You just put that in because that ends with .edu. So if I sign up for free, will take me to the next page, and you'll have an account just like that. Alright, so let me actually log into my real account and I'll get back with you. So here I am in my Lucid Press account, and I'm going to create a new blank document. The cool thing about Lucid Press is it's an online tool, so you can access it from anywhere that you have internet access, including your tablet. And so basically you have your elements over here on this side. You can add pages here, and over on the right side, whenever you add an element, you can view and change all the parameters for that element. So for example, I want this header at the top, and I'm just going to drag it from my desktop in here. It will take a moment and upload it. There it is. And I can place it anywhere that I want and make it any size that I want. Now, I don't want it that big on my page because I have 8 videos that I want to do. So here's my shape, and here are the things that I can do with it. So there's shape. I can play with the opacity. I can link it to something if I want. Here's the border. Here's the fill. Here's a layout tab. And I can pretty much do anything that I want with it right here. So what I want to do is to crop it. I'm going to click on the crop tool, and I'll just size that to about the size that I want it, and then click in the middle and move the image within that window, and then I'll just hit return. And now that is cropped. I want to have some text right here that says meteors and asteroids, or meteorites and asteroids. Well, I'm going to grab the text over here and click on headings, and I can click that and put it anywhere that I want. I can change the size of that box. I'm going to double click. That black text just doesn't show up well on that dark background, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change it to white text, and we'll type in meteorites, asteroids. Okay, now I want to be sure design-wise that I don't have that right up against the edge. You want your text to have a little bit of breathing room around it. Let me just show you how powerful this is. Let's say I would like to reduce the space on paragraph spacing, so I can play around with the spacing over here. I think I have to have the top one highlighted and bring up the bottom one. Yep, that's right. So feel free to play around with it. I will, I think, move that right there. And now I want to create my individual sections with the videos. All right. And so I'm going back to my Google Keep, and I'm going to copy the first video, come back into here, and I want to put the video right here. So I want a movie, so there's a video, and if it's a YouTube or a Vimeo video, all I have to do is paste in the URL and click OK. So there's my first video right there. All right, and I want to grab the title of it. So the title of the first video is Meteor Strike in Russia. So I'm going to copy that title and come back here, and I'll just click here and paste. So there's the title, and I'll put it right there. And I'm going to reduce the size of that, and I am going to reduce the size of that because I want to make it fit into a shape. And so I'm going to grab a shape and put it right here. And I'm going to take it right to the middle. You see how that wants to snap right to the middle? And then I'm going to come up to the Arrange menu and send it to the back. So I want these to fit within that. All right, now I need my first QR code. I'm just going to drag that in, and I will shrink that down so it fits. And I'm going to just give this a little bit more room. Fit this in here because I want room for the short URL as well. And so I am going to come back to my Google Keep, and I'm going to grab that short URL, copy it, come back in here and just paste. There it is, and I will put it right there. Now I think I would like to not have a border around this, so I'm going to change that to 0. And I want to fill this background with a color, but none of these colors really are the ones that I want. So I can click on this eyedropper, for example, and come up and say, well, I would like to use this color right in here, and there I go. Now, to make sure that this is a link, you want to highlight it, and down here where it says link, you want to make sure that that ended up there. If not, if it didn't end up there, all you do to make that a link is paste in your URL and hit return, and you'll have a green check mark come up right here. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can come into the preview by clicking right here, and you can try that link out and make sure that it works, and it does. So I'm going to go back to the editor. I'm going to pause this video right now and work on the rest of them. Okay, I've taken a little bit of time and done the rest. It's taken me about 30-45 minutes to do all of this, and I've gone through the preview and I've checked that everything works, and it does. So now I'm ready to save it and turn it in. And so the next thing I want to do is I want to come here to download, and I want to save it as a PDF. I want to save all my pages, or you can choose a range, and I want it for print, not for screen. And I just click download and wait for a moment. There it comes. And so now, sitting here in my downloads, I have my Meteorite PDF. And if I double click on it, it will open up in Acrobat. I can then print it out if I want, or I can save it to my Google Drive, which is what I'm going to ask you to do, and then share it with the rest of the class like we did your screencast last week. So you can click on any of the movies. It will take you to that. It will take you to that movie. You can click on any of the links, or you can use your iPad or smartphone and point the QR code reader at it, and it'll go beep and take you right to the movie as well. So what a cool resource this is.